Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the G Concepts. Today, we are continuing our series on my journey with albinism, and our guest is Mrs. Linda Akoli. Today, we are focusing on her love needs. We know that as part of Abraham Maslow's theory of need, love needs is a very, very important part of our needs. So, stay tuned as we join her to share her story on how she found or how she felt loved for the first time. Okay, so Linda, the last time you were telling us about how your cousin wanted to know if you had someone in your life. So, thank you for joining us once again. We'd like you to tell us more about how you managed to grab or how your relationship went about.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. So, like I said, uh, when I was asked that question about grabbing, was a very difficult one for me, and I thought severally about it. I thought severally about it. I wondered in my mind. I was like, you don't know what I go through with people every day, and you are talking about grabbing. Whom will I grab, or who will grab me? But I never told her anything. I just thought about it
Mm,
and I smiled.
mm,
And she looked at me. So from then, she started monitoring who is close to me, like the opposite sex, who
okay.
comes to the house to visit. And I didn't have who visited me, like males,
Hmm.
until until I was doing national service
Okay.
in Koforidua. And I had at that time there was something called chat room for Vodafone.
Okay.
So I was in the chat room and I found a Biherkan.
Okay.
Yes. And so he became my friend. We hadn't seen each other, but we're just talking. And one day, as I went to do service, so actually when we're talking, I didn't take him seriously. No, he had kept my number. you
Okay.
know. And the conversation along the line, we stopped talking. He wasn't chatting, I wasn't replying, I wasn't texting. So it was like that. And one day, I was at my station in Koforidia from work one afternoon. Then he called me. He said, Linda, his name is Raphael.
Mm.
If I maybe if I disclose all of his names, some people may know him. So his name,
Yes. Raphael is okay.
yeah. So Raphael told me, Linda, I'm coming to visit you. Then I shook. I was like, eh? He said it. I said, eh? You're coming to visit who? So I said, okay, you can come to visit me. So I was there one afternoon here, not knowing he was a teacher in one of the towns around Koforidia.
Okay.
Yes, but the time that he were talking, he had left for school
Mm.
in Cape, like he was in UCC.
Mm.
Yes, so even some of the Ola girls, okay, one Ola girl knew him very well.
Okay.
Yes, so he said he was going to visit. I was shocked, but I said okay, and he came. And when he came, his first comment was, "Wow, you are beautiful."
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure.
I smiled in my mind. I said, really? He said, yes. And you are cool. And I said, okay.
And
So
I'm
you're
sure.
not.
Hold on, Linda. I'm sure that's the first time you have heard an opposite sex
Of
telling you.
course, Gloria. That was the very first time. So
So,
I was so shocked.
tell me the experience. Let's dwell on the experience. How? How did you feel in your body
Oh,
when
I
he
felt
told you?
excited. I
That
said, oh, for once, somebody appreciates me.
wow. So
Yes, I felt so good.
you felt so good, eh? Wow. And before he came, we will talk about him coming and how, I mean, whatever happened after that.
Yes, yes,
Then before he came, you said you guys were in the chat room.
yes.
Uh,
Oh, but then we had left the chat room and we're now friends.
yes, but I mean, when you were in the chat room, does it mean he had never had the opportunity to see you face to face?
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, 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 no. We're just
any video.
talking.
So you were just talking.
Yes, what attracted both of us together was the Ola Biheko thing.
Yeah, so the Bobu Poga stuff.
Yes, yes. So Raphael came to me. He spent, and he was a gentleman actually. He so he came.
Was that your cousin available when he
No,
came?
no, no. I was in my station. I was at my station
Okay.
in
Okay,
Gorodia.
during the service. Okay.
Yes, doing service. So he came to that place one afternoon from work. I picked him, went to the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was like, "You're beautiful." I said, "Hey, you know that feeling." So
That's what I'm asking. How did
I
you feel?
started appreciating myself the
Mm-hmm.
more.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me the opportunity to start adding value to me,
Wow.
valuing myself. That after all, I'm not that bad.
Mm-hmm. So it was a motivation.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if this guy can say this to me, and I was shy, so he said, "Look at my face." I was really, really shy when he said that to me. And it became like a motivation to me. It became like an encouragement. Like I had some confidence now,
Mm.
you know?
So
So I was like,
all along, you were feeling inferior, that you were not
yes,
like the.
yes, that was the feeling.
So now that someone, an opposite sex, of course,
Yes,
was bold enough to tell you that, hey, wow, you are beautiful,
yes. So
actually
I
made
was
you start seeing
excited.
yourself different.
Hmm. So he spent I think 3 days at my end,
Wow.
and we're just friends,
And
you know.
how did you how was the 3 days? If you can
Oh, it was
tell
nice.
me.
He was a gentleman.
Wow.
Some people are just like that. Raphael was a gentleman. You know, national service, you don't have a two-bedroom house. You have a single room
It's a single room
self-contained.
with your bed
Yes,
and your television in the corner. That is if you have it.
yes, yes. So there was a TV.
Okay.
All those things were there,
Hmm.
and so when it was getting to the first night, I was afraid,
Hmm.
and he said, "Don't be afraid. I can sleep with you on this bed. I won't touch you."
Wow.
And he did.
Wow.
He did.
The story is getting interesting and more interesting.
Yes, this is about my life.
It's getting more interesting, but I would like us to, I mean, bring this particular segment,
Yo,
and we
okay.
will continue from where we are just ending. Yes.
Oh,
So this is a gentleman that came in your life.
yes.
Happens to be a bobu, of course. The Bobu Poga Union. Those who know, if you know, you know.
Yes,
Yes, so he's a gentleman. He's been able to tell you how beautiful you are, actually making you feel good in your skin
of
for the first
course.
time. Wow, that's nice. So we will continue with the next one, but I would like us to bring this particular segment to an end now.
Right.
Then we can continue later.
Okay.
So for the first time in her life, Mrs. Linda Colley felt loved by the opposite sex. And this actually makes her realize that she's also of value. To know what happened next, please stay tuned with us as we bring you the continuing part of her story. Thank you.